from Without a Crystal Ball. All right, it's Sunday afternoon, and Sundays on the channel and on the weekends, I don't do a lot of editing, but this video will be sort of like what we used to do, where I would just talk, and then upload. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so yesterday was Jim Bob Duggar's birthday. So Mr. Jimmy Bob, Jimmy Jam, he turned 55 years old. And he had a celebration, you guys. He had a literal celebration, and his whole family was there. Yeah, including these two in glasses. This is not Jim Bob. This is Cool Cat Jim and Shelly, Renegade Shelly. Yeah, they were celebrating Jimmy's birthday. Michelle actually shared this photo on her Instagram, which said, "We had a wonderful day celebrating this amazing husband, dad, and grandpa. Happy birthday to the love of my life, Jim Bob. You are my best friend. I love laughing with you, praying with you, and doing life with you. My heart is love and honor the Lord, and to follow the Bible as the owner's manual for something I treasure in you." And then she said, "Through all the crazy schedules and organized chaos, and sometimes while having 19 children and growing number of wonderful additions to the family, you make us all feel so special and loved. You have always put our family first, and it means the world to us all. We love you dearly." So they had this big party at the big house, and here is who liked the post: Anna, the Bates family, Jeremy, and Blessa Jessa. And then she also shared this photo of back in the day when she and him were just married. Now, interestingly, as I started to look through Instagram, I noticed that Joanna, she did a little clip where she said that she was going to be going to her parents' house for a celebration. And then I looked around, Jessa, Ginger, Jana, Jed, really anyone, to see who had posted. Kendra or Sia or any of the kids, right? John and Abby. The only one I could find that actually sent a birthday message was Anna Duggar, Josh's wife. Now, Anna needs to stay in the good graces of the Duggars because her husband and her have been sent back to the she shed. And so obviously they owe a lot of their livelihoods right now to the Duggars, and clearly needs to stay on their good side. So she said, "Happy 55 birthday, Pops. You are such a fun, patient, and adventurous grandpa. I love the excitement our children express whenever you're around. You're one of the greatest heroes. Thanks for being such a great dad, father in love, grandpa, and friend. We love you so much." Father in love. Interesting. I've never heard that before. But then Anna shared these photos of their celebration. This obviously was before people got there because there was literally no other photos of anyone else. Now, when I looked around Instagram, I found that Ginger had posted a photo of her bump from a few days ago with this, and then Jill had posted a recipe about something that she likes to eat in Nepal. And really, this was the only response that I saw that actually was throwing shade. So Amy Duggar King and Jill Dillard and Derek Dillard and her husband all went out to her husband's Wellington Steakhouse, fine dining. He opened this restaurant about in the spring, right in the middle of the Germ Fest, and they were at the restaurant last night. Jill has been promoting 3130 clothing. She had just recently picked up that romper or jumper that she was wearing. But the caption here is interesting, and she said, "Our favorite word, freedom." And then obviously the video, they have it tagged with Jill and Derek and her husband's company and her company. So, freedom. Now, it's fair to say these two were not invited to the party. This could have very well been filmed for the show. We don't know. Jim Bob is 55 years old. He has 19 kids plus a child that he has taken custody of from his, I think, aunt or his somebody's child that is now in his care. And he now had none of his kids actually publicly wishing him a happy birthday, only Anna, and Jill and Amy take this opportunity to shade them by posting freedom. Now, some people were in comments on Amy's thing going, oh, is the freedom because you guys are actually, being, away from your kids, or you're having a date night, or you're doing something because of people not being able to leave the houses right now? Is that why you're celebrating freedom? And I would have said maybe until I actually got over to Twitter and Amy posted, remember, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your therapists. So Jill and Amy have they have put their feet in the sand. These two are united now. These two couples are now standing together in union, and they are saying, we are free. We cannot pick our family, but we can pick our therapists. We do not have to abide by these rules. We will be who we want to be, and we're not going to be under your control. Now, Jill didn't necessarily post anything, but she liked Amy's post. So she liked the post that said freedom, and she was in the comments also liking different comments. Jill does not really say a whole lot about everything that's going on. It's typically her husband, Derek, that's the one that has been the most vocal. Some people believe that's because Jill has an NDA. I don't believe she does. In fact, I don't think she does at all. I think the fact that she doesn't speak out has more to do with the fact that she just doesn't either want to rock the boat, or she's not ready to, or perhaps she's still healing. It can take a lot to break these cycles and what she was taught growing up versus where she's at. But if we have any indication that there's a rift with this family, Jill did not wish her dad a happy birthday. Jill did not like the photos of her dad's birthday party. Not all the kids liked the photo for her dad's birthday party. None of the kids sent out birthday messages. That doesn't mean behind the scenes that they didn't, but this is unusual. This is very unusual. Typically, this family will go out of their way to use their public platform to appear as perfect as possible and to celebrate Jim Bob as the leader, as the person in charge, as the best dad ever. And now you are in a situation where he's 55 and he has none of his kids publicly wishing him a happy birthday. And this is a public family. Some people will say, critics of this specific part will say, well, not every kid publicly wishes someone a happy birthday. That's true, but this is a public family that always uses their Instagrams and their social media to put their best foot forward. So I find that unusual. And given the fact that so many of them wished him a happy Father's Day, I just think it's odd that none of them wished him a happy birthday. I don't know if they're trying to clean up their social media, but then Jill and Amy responding by saying that you can't pick your family, you can pick your therapists, to me is a direct dig at Jim Bob. Like, we can't pick you, we're not going to pick you, and we're going to recover from this. We're going to fix ourselves. We're going to move forward. This is a rift. And I think it's not coincidental that on the night that her father's having a birthday party, that Jill is picking to spend time with her cousin, who has been locked into a non-disclosure agreement for a very long time, probably for up to a decade, in order to, I believe, get out of a contract with Counting On, a show that she never says she made any money from. So Amy can't speak out, but Amy can send shade, freedom, therapists. And with Jill spending more and more time with Amy, it's pretty clear that she's picking the part of her family that has been sort of pushed out. He doesn't have much of a relationship with his sister, Amy's mom. He just, he has isolated himself and his children and his family from everyone else. Both Amy and her mom I believe have NDAs. So it's just a really awkward thing for this family. And with Jill siding with Amy, it's pretty clear that this rift has everything to do with Jim Bob, obviously, because that's who Derek continuously calls out on social media. They very rarely say much about Michelle. And I can't say that Michelle is perfect here, but I think the control is all with Jim. And of course, Michelle is like, I love you. You're the most amazing dad. You're the best, everything, blah, 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 blah. And Amy or Anna is like, I love you, father in love, because you're actually like keeping our kids, a roof over our kids' heads and making sure our kids are fed, because my husband doesn't have a job and he's under investigation and we don't have a house anymore and we live in the she shed. So obviously Anna has a lot of reasons to suck up and stay like super on the good side, but then none of the other kids are sucking up. It's just so bizarre to me. I was floored when I saw this. On one hand, I was like not surprised. On the other hand, I was like, damn, this really is happening. And second, like I was laughing at Amy's response, and then I was cheering on Jill for how bold this move was. So Jill continues to find ways to tell everyone that she is not connected to this family, that she is moving on, that she is free, and she is going to be free. And Jim Bob's birthday party went on without her. Think about that. You have a birthday party and your daughters are not invited, or your daughter's not invited, and this family just reeks hypocrisy. I'm interested to see what more will come out, what more Derek will leak, what all will entail, what all will happen. There's always stories going on behind the scenes, and at some point, every single thing that has like the perfect facade will eventually crack, and the secrets will be revealed. When you try to protect your image so much so that you don't allow any criticism or negativity into your life or allow the people around you to be critical of you, it means you're hiding something generally. So we'll have to figure out in the coming weeks, years, what it is that they're hiding. All right, you guys, tell me what your thoughts are about Jill Dillard and Amy taking a stand for freedom. Bye, guys.